نعبده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم وأما بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. My dear brothers and sisters of Mirpur, I would like to introduce myself to you. I am Raja Hisham Sharif Chattar, a master's in business and finance from University of Derby. I was ex-Conservative candidate for Nottingham City Council, became first chairman of Youth Wing for Jammu and Kashmir Self-Determination Movement Europe, became focal person for Chief Minister Balochistan's hepatitis control program in 2016, and in the same year I was made European ambassador for the biggest Must University of Azad Kashmir. I'm a keen sportsman, having played football as a striker for Bilborough FC in Nottingham. After retirement from regular football, I started playing cricket and eventually in 22-23 became captain of 125 years old cricket club in Essex called Rainham CC. I've played as an all-rounder for many clubs in Shropshire, Nottinghamshire and Essex. I'm fond of horse riding, swimming, and I have played under 16 badminton tournament in the past. I'm a self-made man, having done odd jobs in young age from taxi driving, deliveries, chefing at my own restaurant, gas and plumbing, reading news at a local radio station, to eventually running multiple businesses in London. I believe in doing things with honesty, mixing with blood and sweat. I have no shame in admitting that I have done toughest of the labour works in my life one can imagine. I'm back in my home Mirpur since my mother's illness and after she passed away in my arms. Never felt like leaving the town where my dear parents are buried. Whether you live in the UK, Europe, Americas, or the Middle East, your hearts remain tied to the soil of our beloved city. I stand before you today not as a career politician, but as a real son of Mirpur, born at a government house number D12, where prestigious Must University is situated nowadays. I'm raised among you, sharing your struggles, your dreams, and your pain. I'm son of Dr. Muhammad Sharif Chattar, who was one of the pioneer PhDs of Azad Kashmir and was known for his principles and fight against irregularities in the department he served. He was always punished, but he never surrendered. He was never promoted or given higher grades despite his extraordinary academics and contributions to the education department. But he taught us one thing: never give up. Brothers and sisters abroad, it is before you, the expatriate Mirpuri community, for the very first time that I choose to disclose my decision to stand in the upcoming elections. I do this deliberately because your sweat and sacrifice have laid the strongest foundations of Mirpur, and your relentless efforts have fueled the prosperity of Pakistan's economy. Your voices echo across oceans, yet they carry immense weight in the decisions of your families back home. That bond makes you not just supporters, but partners in shaping the destiny of our city. I wanted you to hear it first. My journey into politics begins with you, the sons and daughters of Mirpur abroad. Inshallah, I will soon hold a press conference to formally announce this vision. But today, I honor you by sharing it here first. My decision to present myself before you was not an easy one. I faced voices of doubt, whispers that I would bring shame to my father's name, that without wealth, without powerful tribe, I could never be electable. They told me politics is not for ordinary men, that only those with money and influence can stand. I once thought of contesting on a party ticket, but I stopped because I knew, despite my clean credentials, my education, my exposure, my experience, I would be rejected, not for the lack of ability, but for the lack of resources and tribe. That is the cruel reality of our politics today. And yet, I chose to stand. I chose to register my protest, not with anger or violence, but with the most democratic weapon we have: participation in the elections. I stand so that one day someone even more capable than me, someone from among the ordinary people will follow the path and challenge the outdated system. Our country doesn't need more politicians. It needs good managers, men and women who carry honesty in their hearts, who feel the pain of the poor, who refuse to bow before corruption and tribalism. I may not have wealth, I may not have a tribe, but I have something greater, the truth of my people's suffering, the courage to speak it, and the determination to fight for justice. When last time whole of Azad Kashmir was locked down for more than a week as a result of faction committees' remarkable and spectacularly disciplined and coordinated protest, I published my first ever vlog highlighting the reasons and causes behind such successful protests in Azad Kashmir. It is still available on my YouTube channel named as Chhattar Chaya and also on my Facebook page. It's my request to hear that vlog to understand the reasons of resentment in our society. Whichever new government comes in power, they must listen to the legitimate concerns of the masses echoed by the Action Committee's platform. This is not just my journey. It is the journey of every young man denied opportunity, every patient left without medicine, every family living without water, electricity, or gas. It is the journey of Mirpur itself, a city crying for dignity, for fairness, for hope. So I ask you, my brothers and sisters, to see in me not a politician, but son of Mirpur who refuses to surrender. Stand with me, not for my name, but for the name of justice. Stand with me, not for my tribe, but for the tribe of humanity. Stand with me so that together we can prove that politics can be noble, that leadership can be honest, and the Mirpur can rise again. I have decided to participate in the upcoming elections as an independent candidate. My mission is clear: to challenge the politics of status quo, discrimination, injustice, corruption, and mismanagement that have plagued our society for decades. Together, we must rise against the lavish spending of mainstream parties who ignore the suffering of ordinary people. Look around our city: environmental disasters, garbage in the streets, broken infrastructure, shortage of medicines in the DHQ hospital, joblessness, begging, and the daily misery of water, electricity, and gas shortages. These are not just problems, they are wounds inflicted on our community by failed leadership. I cannot promise miracles, but I promise honesty, hard work, and relentless fight for justice. I promise to bring dignity back to our politics, to restore faith in governance, and to ensure that every voice, whether in Mirpur or abroad, is heard and respected. This is not just my campaign, it is our movement, a movement for change, for fairness, for a brighter future. I humbly request your support, your prayers, and your strength. Together, we can break the chains of corruption and mismanagement and build a Mirpur that shines with hope and opportunity. Let us unite, let us rise, and let us bring the change our city deserves. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين.